I'm sure if you're a LeBron James fan, that little awkward hate you got towards Kawhi Leonard because so many people in sports media at one point in time was literally ready to push Kawhi ahead of LeBron James. So it kind of made you not really appreciate his game. But last night, if you actually was watching this game, dog, it made me be like, I kind of see it. I get it. I ain't saying it's any better than LeBron, but I understood the assignment last night where they was just like, give Kawhi the ball and get out of the way. And that was one of those things where it was like, realistically, I felt that way about that first game one between the New York and Detroit thing when Detroit was up by like 6 or 7 points close to like 5-6 minute mark. And they didn't have somebody just to consistently get the ball to and allow them to take advantage of the game, but slow the game down and move it at their pace. Where it's like, give it to that steady hand, but they're going to take a lot of the time off the clock, slow it down, not going to rush no plays. They're going to get to their spot and take over the game. And that's realistically what Kawhi Leonard did. But I do want to give a big, huge shout out to Russell Westbrook because I think two players in this series has been completely wrote off. Because, I mean, I think some people realistically, if you have an honest conversation, nobody's going to ever disrespect Kawhi or Jokić, but Russell Westbrook and James Harden, both of them kind of two people that a lot of people close the door on. A lot of narratives kind of like water down their career where it's like, oh, it's over for Russ because, okay, when he went to the Lakers, it didn't work. Or it didn't work here. It didn't work there. Russell Westbrook put up a bunch of stats, but it don't equal up to wins. Even though the Nuggets lost, but Russell Westbrook hit some huge three-pointers, not jump shots, not layups, not steals. I'm talking about huge, wide open threes where it's like, bro, if you watched enough Russell Westbrook in your life, you kind of wouldn't expect nobody to keep winging him the ball. And that was one of the big stories from game one when the Joker hit Russ wide open in the wide open corner. He hit a huge three. So it's when you see those things, you kind of be happy for Russell Westbrook. You don't be mad that like the way the game is kind of playing out. And again, for James Harden is looking like prime James Harden, like Houston Rockets James Harden. But again, like the game came down to the end, and I'm not going to lie, 7 turnovers from Joker. That's why sometimes these stat lines, if you didn't actually watch the game, 7 turnovers from Joker, he got to kind of do better, especially at the end. The game was on the line. This was a extremely close game. One of the last plays of the game to kind of seal it for the Clippers was a Joker turnover. So like I said, man, this was a great game. Shout outs to Kawhi Leonard. He definitely showed, like you was sleeping on him or had some doubt on how great he actually is. I felt like he put on last night a masterclass on how great he really is. Like, dog, and it's not even super flashy. It's just super strong, and it's very consistent. It was like, damn, he